Okay, let's get back to the USA. So Jerry Seinfeld was the graduation speaker at Duke. It did not go well. Go.
Jerry is also serving as our commencement speaker today. So, what's the big deal about our commencement speaker?
Seinfeld has been a supporter of Israel, is a supporter of Israel, and you got the Duke left-wing loons who don't like him. Seinfeld didn't mention anything. Is not a controversial speech at all. Just giving some pointers to the grads. Virginia Commonwealth University, they had protesters walk out on Governor Glenn Youngkin, who was the commencement speaker. Emerson College in Boston, they interrupted the school's president during the commencement. University of California, Berkeley, that's the biggest communist university in the country. Hundreds of pro-Palestinian demonstrators interrupted their commencement ceremony. University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, interesting. Wasn't until about, 3 or 4 years ago that it turned from a traditional college to a left-wing college, which it is now. They had problems during their commencement. Now, over the weekend, the president of Cornell, another Ivy League school, Martha Pollack, was forced out of her job after 7 years. Ms. Pollack has been very controversial, a DEI proponent, a race-based person, and her campus has been the scene of a lot of upheaval. We have a relationship with Dr. William Jacobson, who is in the law department, teaches law at Cornell, still does. He's been there for 17 years. He has been a critic of Martha Pollack, and he joins us now from Providence, Rhode Island. Once again, Professor, you're in Providence on sabbatical? What are you doing there? Because Cornell's in Ithaca, New York.
Yeah, classes are over. So we have a part-time place in Rhode Island, so that's why I'm here.
All right. You're probably better off. There's a great university right down the road, Salve Regina. We don't have any of this crazy stuff. Look, people don't know who Martha Pollack is. You know very well who she is and have been a critic of hers. What's the essential problem with President Pollack?
The problem was that after George Floyd, she reacted the way many colleges reacted, with an aggressive, quote unquote, anti-racism program, which of course was very racist, not anti-racist, and imposed it on the campus. In July of 2020, she laid out what she called an anti-racism initiative. She assigned Ibram Kendi's book. He's a proponent of discrimination against people to cure past discrimination as reading for the summer for the entire university. And then she implemented her plans, and her plans were mandatory DEI training for staff, which she implemented immediately, and then has been working for multiple years to impose that on the rest of the campus. So we're a campus where everything started to revolve around race in July 2020. And that's the problem, that she poisoned.
You have been a critic. I guess you have tenure, right? So they can't get rid of you, right?
Well, I have job protection. It's not technically tenure, but yes, I do have job protection.
Okay. If you did not, do you think that Ms. Pollack and the Board of Trustees would have gone after you?
Well, there was an attempt to get rid of me by some alumni, students, some faculty, right after George Floyd, when I criticized the rioting and the looting of Black Lives Matter. So whether they would have fired me or not is a little speculative, but I think they were under a lot of pressure to. And it's really only because I had job protection and a platform where people like you and others have me on their shows. So I have a relatively high profile for someone at Cornell, that I did have some measure of protection. But there was an intensive effort to get me.
Okay. Now, it has metastasized from DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, into anti-Semitism in some cases. And there have been charges on the Cornell campus, and we know Columbia, we know Harvard, we know Yale, we know the all of these, they call them pro-Palestinian, but a lot of it is anti-Semitic. Are you surprised that happened?
Well, I've seen it coming, and I've multiple times over the years warned about this, that when you racialize everything on campus, when you install quote unquote decolonization as your prevailing religion, when you impose land acknowledgments on the campus, every time there's an event, they have to read a statement saying that we're on basically stolen land. When you imbue the entire campus with that, and you view everything through a people of color versus white colonizer ideology, we know from many places that the Jews in Israel get left on the side. And that's what happened. And that's what I warned about. I've been warning about this for years, but no one wanted to listen because they're so in love with the DEI. And so it burst up on October 7th. Everybody, I saw it coming, it was there, but October 7th really brought it out, where on our campus, you actually had student groups praising what Hamas had done. You had a professor saying he felt exhilarated when he heard about it.
Now, you teach law, so that's obviously grad school. Do your students, and I'm generalizing now, do you think they have a firm grasp of really what is happening in Gaza with Israel? Do they understand it?
Well, I will say the law school and probably the business school, maybe even the hotel school, tend to have a more professional-oriented student body. They are less politically active than the undergraduate and the other grad programs. So the students at the law school, I'm not saying there's no anti-Israel activity, but it's not like there is at the undergrad level or the other grad schools. The other people, because I hear what they say, I don't think they really have a grasp. I think their knowledge comes from TikTok. I think their knowledge comes from, the universe starting 3 years ago. They have no idea of the history. They have no idea of how bad Hamas is. If they do know, then they're terrible people. I mean, if they really do want, as they chant, an intifada, which was the suicide bombing campaign that killed over 1,000 Israeli Jews, if that's what they want and they're chanting for it and they know it, then we have a very deep problem. So I'd say there's a core of people who understand it and want it, but the bulk of them I don't think fully grasp it.
All right. And a lot of these students weren't born on 9/11. I mean, they came into the world after that terror attack. But a first-rate university depends on its faculty to educate students in these very complex areas. So my final question to you, in Cornell, which is what, $80,000 now to go there a year? I mean, top of the line. What's the faculty's responsibility? Did they just follow this Pollock into the DEI wonderland? Or are they responsible, generally speaking?
Yeah, the faculty is a major problem. People don't understand in the humanities and the social sciences how radicalized the faculties have become over the last 20 to 30 years. Not only have they not hired any conservatives in those areas in the last 20 or 30 years, they don't hire anybody who's pro-Israel. So you have a monoculture, an echo chamber among the faculty, which is anti-Israel, in many ways anti-American. There's a strong tone of anti-Americanism, anti-capitalism, anti-Westernism in all of these protests, including at Cornell. And the faculty is to blame a lot. A lot of the faculty members have been participating in this. They're out there with the bullhorns also. So faculty is a major problem. It was 30 years in the making. And that might be the most persistent problem because the students come and go, but faculty are there for decades.
You bet. And a lot of those faculty members germinated in the Vietnam era, and they really don't like America. We really appreciate it, Professor. Thanks very much for your expertise. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Smart life. Okay, so we here at the No Spin News want you to be healthy and live a long, happy life. And that is most of the reason I continue to do this. All right, because I'm work hard. Obviously, I don't have to work hard. I could be down at the Villages in a golf cart, like I told you, all right, or playing pickleball. Okay, that's what I've been doing. Traveling around the world, snorkeling all over the place, right? Sound good? But I have a platform that reaches millions of people, and I want you to benefit from that. Food is your most important item, okay? Especially when you get older. When I was younger, I used to eat all kinds of junk because I was on a run. Okay, I remember being at Boston University. My dwelling was right behind a Burger King, which is not a good location. But I had a Whopper a couple of times a week. Now, never. Sorry, BK, never would I ever do that. Okay, so there's a study, the British Medical Association, and they're good over there, even though the government runs the healthcare system. British Medical Association, good. They put out a study. These are the foods that will kill you or give you heart disease or cancer. I'm going to run it down. I'm oversimplifying, but you need to see this. Ready-to-eat meat, hot dogs, stuff that comes in a little package in the grocery store, bologna, that, okay? Dry sausage, deli-style meat and poultry. This is wrapped up, okay? The stuff that you got in the freezer, you throw it in your little cart. Sugary drinks, we've been over this. The amount of sugar that these drinks have, you got to look at the label, okay? I recommend sparkling ice. Okay, that is what I am drinking. Dairy-based desserts, ice cream, custard, pudding, dessert mixes, cheesecakes. Now, once in a while, they're okay, maybe once a week, because I like ice cream and cheesecake, but that's it. And then breakfast foods, this is a killer. Cereal, you have to look at the label. They pump sugar into those boxes. I eat Irish oatmeal, McCann's. I got nothing to do with McCann, okay? Because it doesn't have any sugar, it's very little sugar in it. I put a little honey on a spoon, okay? But sugar frosted flakes with the dopey tiger? When I was a kid, I couldn't get enough of that. Can't eat that. All right? So, cereal, packaged oatmeal, got to look at the label. Pre-made pastries. Ooh. When you actually pick them up, they stick to your hand. There's so much glop in that. Frozen waffles and pancakes. Fresh, you can get away with it. Put a lot of blueberries, strawberries in there. Not the frozens. Okay. That's about as simple as I can make it. Memorial Day coming up. End of the month. Record amount of people traveling 50 miles or more. Now, if you live in San Francisco or Boston or New York or DC or LA or Chicago, you gotta stay off that Dan Ryan. You know the horror that this is going to be. If you live in Oklahoma or Idaho or Montana, not as bad. But if you live in a crowded place, drive at night. Do not go in the daytime. You will get hammered. Okay? Take a nap, drink some coffee, whatever. Drive at night. Cautious. Don't speed, don't get crazy, because the troopers are out at night looking for you. And that's $400 or $500, so you don't want to do that. Drive at night. If you got to fly, and 38 million Americans are going to be driving more than 50 miles, so you're going to have a lot of company. Another 6 million are beyond the flights. I can't help you there. I now take the night flight, the last flight, or the first flight at 5:30 in the morning. Because the first flight, the plane has got to be there at the airport. All the other all day long are connections coming in. If anything's screwed up in Des Moines and you're in Chicago, you're host. So I'll get up, I'll take that first flight out or the last flight out. But I can't count on, you can't count on the airlines actually telling you what's going on. That's the problem. So those are my tips for travel. Sorting through your expense tracking, estimated payments, and all those tax deductions can be overwhelming. It might even lead to a failure to file and failure to pay penalties that pile up on your tax debt. The attorneys at Tax Network USA have been lifesavers for many. Their team has successfully saved clients over $1 billion in tax debt. Whether you're in the hole for $10,000 or starting at a $10 million debt, they're ready to help you. The expert attorneys and tax professionals at Tax Network USA are equipped to secure the best settlement for you and help you resolve all tax cases. So please go to tnusa.com/bill, or you can call 1-800-245-6000. These tax debt relief programs are expected to change, so get to them now. Visit tnusa.com/bill or call 800-245-6000. Tell them O'Reilly sent you. You all know that due to cancel culture, Mike Lindell and MyPillow no longer have the support of their box stores or shopping channels. So they want to pass those savings directly to you. Thanks to their dedicated employees, MyPillow has hundreds of products, some you may not even know about. To spread the word, they are having a $25 extravaganza. For just $25 each, you can get 2-pack multi-use MyPillows, 6-pack towel sets, sandals, and more. For the first time, get premium MyPillows with all new Giza fabric, any size, any loft level, for just $25. This amazing offer will not last long. So please visit mypillow.com or call 1-800-869-0298. Use promo code BILL for free shipping on any order over $75 today. That's mypillow.com, code BILL. All right, here's the final thought of the day. We just went through our renewal process for premium members, scraping 90%, which shows that people who are BillO'Reilly.com premium and concierge members value their membership. That's what it shows. Okay, we want new members now. If you become a premium member, you get your choice of mugs or your choice of books free. And you get access to transcripts, very important. Anything I say, you get it written down, we'll send it to you, email it to you. You get complete confidentiality. We don't sell our list to anybody. Okay? You get the message boards. You can interact with other people who are premium members. It's a lot of fun, good debates, very well stated opinion. You'll learn a lot, but mostly it's fun. Now, if you become a concierge member, which is a higher bracket, a little bit more expensive, again, get your choice of gift. Either mug, any book, but huge discounts on our stuff, okay, which you'll make money if you give Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or any gifts by becoming a concierge member. Then you get a special email that goes directly to me. You have any problem in your life, anything, you will travel, you want some advice, I will help you. I can't say medical advice or financial advice. I can say, this is what I would do, and you take it or leave it. That's the big advantage of concierge membership. Direct access to me, totally confidential. and you get the message boards, and you get the transcripts, and this is an insurance policy for your life. So that's about the best pitch I can do for BillO'Reilly.com premium and concierge membership. Father's Day gift, off the chart. Give dad premium or concierge. Thank you for watching and listening to the No Spin News, and we will see you again on Monday. Thank you for watching the No Spin News. To watch the full episode anytime on BillO'Reilly.com, please sign up to become a premium or concierge member. Visit BillO'Reilly.com to sign up and start watching today.